excited because it's just like you never think that something like this is going to happen.
With us in the studio today is Veronicia Young and her two children, Jacob and Addie. All three recently completed their degree programs at the college and will be walking together at commencement. So were all three of you at school at the same time as far as in the same location, or were you all in different locations? Like, where were you taking your classes at? So Nini, like, where did you start taking your classes at?
Well, I actually started this semester taking classes
Okay.
here. So this is my first semester. Interestingly enough, I had enough credits to get my bachelor's. I had like 10 courses left. And then I heard, hey, your kids are graduating at the same time. I said, let's backtrack. Let me go for this associate's degree. And so I started off in psychology, but then for some reason they say, hey, psychology won't work for you. So we're just going to switch you over to general studies.
Okay.
And general studies is going to be your move, and you can graduate with them. So that's kind of my history.
So you're going to stay on, though, I'm assuming, correct?
Absolutely, because I'm actually, so we've already planned out for the bachelor's in business, right?
Okay.
And so I actually have 10 classes left to be able to get my bachelor's after that.
Okay. So all three of you are going to do the bachelor's, or just you?
Me and Addie.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Addie.
I'm not.
That's what's best for you. Well, then, Jacob, tell me how you got to Alvin College.
So my journey's, graduated from high school, obviously, and then I came to Alvin College, and most of my classes have been on the main campus. Besides there's the second campus that's like the mansion, and I took a couple classes there.
Okay. Out
like
at the
English.
West Campus.
Yeah, the West Campus. And it's been pretty smooth sailing, really. Nothing really problematic. All my teachers have been great, and I really love it.
So what did you go for?
Cybersecurity engineering.
Okay. So you're wrapping up just cybersecurity or both?
Both.
Okay, cool. What are you going to do when you finish?
Definitely try and get an internship in the field, and then probably work my way up the corporate ladder.
Okay. So you're not going to move for a bachelor's degree?
I may take some time from school.
So you want to work a little bit before you start looking at that avenue?
Most definitely.
Okay. All right, now, so how did you get associated with Alvin College?
I got associated with Alvin College because I came to Manville my senior year, and I just pretty much didn't know what I wanted to do with college, and this was a close college that was a community college. So I decided to start taking classes here, and I decided to become a culinary major.
So y'all have like 3 different programs and 3 different little journeys, and yet y'all are all coming out of the same way. How does it kind of feel for all 3 of y'all to be wearing caps and gowns and getting ready and graduating? I want to hear especially from you, Nini.
I am excited. I don't know if you can tell by my face or hear it in my voice. I am excited because it's just like you never think that something like this is going to happen. And because Addie was here first, so Jacob had not graduated. So who thinks that they're going to graduate together, right? And then it just so happened that it comes and, hey, both of y'all are graduating. So, and then I'm like, let me hop on the bandwagon. They're like, my mom's crazy, But for me, it's a blessing from the Father. I give him all the glory because just to have all of us at one time is just huge for our family. So I'm excited.
So you're looking at going to the business program. What do you intend to do with it when you finish?
Well, so currently, me and my husband, we do have a counseling company. It's perfect because in business, it's not easy. It's not like every business is different. And so I'm just going to use what I learn in this field to just build from there, make the business expand or, adjust things to what need to be adjusted. So
it's kind of expanding your expertise to improve the business.
Exactly. And then hopefully teach them some things because, we're huge on entrepreneurship.
Well, they're learning their own things, clearly, so.
Yeah, you're right. But, if she's a culinary major, what if she wants to start her own restaurant,
That's
or
true.
what if he wants to do his own cybersecurity?
Well, there's business of everything. You're right.
Yeah,
Business
so you never know. And just to help them to understand that in life, nothing is given. You have to work hard for it. You have a goal. Hey, you set that goal. Let's go meet that goal. There's going to be road humps in life. It's how you, figure out how to get over them, That's all.
Anaya, why did you decide to pursue culinary?
Realistically, I didn't know what I wanted to do too much for schooling. I was actually in audio video production, and I thought for the longest that's what I wanted to do. And then it just like when I graduated, I realized I didn't want to pursue that any longer. So culinary became something that I wanted to do just simply off the factor that everybody has to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's fun in that, and it's just...
So, like, do you enjoy the process?
I enjoy the process and the reaction of cooking for people.
All right, Jacob, you're like at the completely opposite end of the spectrum with engineering. So what drew you to engineering to begin with?
What drew me to cyber engineering was the fact that I like to play a lot of games, and doing so, I have to already be in that field, like fixing storages, fixing my IP, or clearing like the C drives or anything like that. And I tinker with it a lot, so I kind of enjoy doing it. So I was like, might as well think of something I can make money for it. And I was like, what pays the most? So I seen cybersecurity engineering at the top, and it was like 1-to-1 exactly what I was already doing. So I was like, why not get paid for it?
So what do you hope to do then now that, I mean, you finished your associates? I know you said you want to go into the field.
So for me, I hope I can get a job at Microsoft. That would be, the highest thing I would want to do. Hopefully that comes true. I know it's probably pretty hard to get into. Or I want to get into the gaming field as well, like Epic Games or Sony. I could deal with the anti-cheats, because anti-cheat is a huge problem. Most people, I've already figured out countless ways to override it. So,
well, and you have just the incessant bots out there, and it just doesn't matter what platform it is; they're everywhere.
Very complicated.
Well, Nini, when you step back and you see all this kind of coming together, you were saying earlier that you made it this way, kind of with your degree plan to finish doing your general studies associates before you move on to your bachelor's. But looking back on it and seeing it all kind of coming together, you were saying earlier that you want them to like work hard for what they do, to be educated, to be prepared. Do you feel like, okay, they're on the right path with this, and seeing them kind of get there at the same time as you, what do you think?
All you can do is really pray that what you instill in your children, that they are prepared and ready. I'm a big advocate for learning, a big advocate for school and just doing, what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. But overall, like when I think about life, it's not really to me about like what degree you have, what you're choosing to do. But I'm a big believer in Christ, right? And so my thing is, hey, him first, and then that's your right path. Okay. And wherever he leads you, you just go and follow and be obedient. So as long as they stay on that path, any path that he takes them to, they'll be fine, So that's my prayer, that they just continue to seek him above all things. And I have to trust in him and just be like, okay, I've taught, I've done my part, so.
Y'all, thanks for coming to talk to me today. I really appreciate it. This has been fun.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for listening. To read about these stories and more, visit alvincollege.edu/news.